We begin here in Nigeria as we have a look at our first paper this morning, first newspaper on the front page of First News. Big story there says, UK court begins moves to transfer Ekweremadu's wife's trial. Ekweremadu wife's trial to Nigeria. Now, we did take the story yesterday, and we're seeing that UK Attorney General decides couple's fate, takes decision on whether they can be tried in UK or Nigeria. Oxbridge Court rearraigns ex-deputy Senate President, hands over case to Westminster's Magistrates Court. Ekweremadu's wife denied access to hobby as two sons attend Thursday's proceedings. I can't, whilst, we're talking about the fact that, yes, the due process the law must follow it, the due process of law must be followed. Yeah. I'm now thinking of how uncomfortable it actually can be. Seeing your partner, both of you in court for the same reason, unable to get access to your partner must be really hard. Yeah, being into the separate, holding cells, in the UK. It's really, really tough. It's a really trying time. Yeah. But yeah. Well. All right, still moving on. It's a very busy front page this morning. Whistleblowers, population decline in EFCC laments. The question is, have you been giving them their cuts? So that they will continue blowing the whistle. Bandits kill security operatives, abduct 4 Chinese workers in Niger. Lagos hikes BRT fares by 100 naira for all routes. Okay. 2,490 terrorists' children surrendered to troops in June. That's by the defense headquarters. And of course, families of train attack victims plan Abuja, Kaduna protests, vow to carry out sit-down and occupy protests at public facilities until victims are freed. Nobody would understand what they're going through until they have to have a family member, or, until they have a close friend or a loved one in captivity. That's a really trying time for the family members of these ones. Why we extended voter registration indefinitely, says INEC. The Express worries over 1 million uncollected PVCs in Lagos. We'd like to use this medium to appeal to you. If you've registered for your PVCs, please do well to go and collect them. Not just collect them, make sure that you vote when the time comes. Because it's as, I think not collecting your PVCs is as terrible as not registering for your PVCs. There's no point, really. Absolutely no point. Yeah. Ketanji Brown Jackson sworn in as first black woman on U.S. Supreme Court. That's some good news for the female folk and for the black people, especially in America. Police grill singer Portable over alleged assault, grant him bail. And it's a sad story in the world of entertainment. Actress Funke Akindele hubby's marriage crashes after 7 years. He did put up a post on the social media talking about them separating, and we hope that it's a separation and not a divorce, and that they find a way around it. Absolutely. Now, 3 more stories here. Atiku breaks silence on fresh PDP crisis, replies Autumn Fayoshe, we are already looking into your grievances. And the center indeed cannot hold. 2023, Obi may floor Tinubu, Atiku enough, says Buhari ex-aide. And final story here, VP slot, Northwest APC governors, ministers plan to lobby Tinubu. That's all that we have this morning on the front page of the First News. We'll move over to the next one. All right, and still Nigeria on Daily Trust newspapers. Also might be a little risky to say, with regards to marriage in crisis. If also, they might be better apart, then it's okay that they stay apart. Okay. Yeah. Osarogie has spoken. Just saying. All right. On Daily Trust this morning, bandits killed 22 soldiers, 7 cops, and many civilians in Niger and Taraba. 8 soldiers missing, 4 Chinese abducted. Troops were ambushed, says a security source. And you can also see on the Daily Trust this morning a map showing, I think, a timeline of attacks and killings in Shiroro in 2022. It says January 2022, 13 villagers killed, 16th of April, 1 policeman killed, and 15 soldiers, 7 policemen killed on, June 30th, which is yesterday. Pretty shocking. Also, families of train attack victims occupy government facilities in Abuja and Kaduna. NSCDC deputy commandant in 26.7 million naira land scandal. How governors' revolt will affect PDP in Osun governorship polls. Still on the Daily Trust, Northwest APC governors and others meet, insist on producing Tinubu's running mate. Man tricks Jigawa teenage villagers to steal roofs and doors of 14 mosques. We can also see here Russia-Ukraine war, Nigeria ready to fill natural gas gaps in Europe, says President Buhari. Okay. That was just an innocent cough. Okay, moving over from there, let's head to Uganda real quick. On the big front page of Uganda, we have Uganda still low income reports. And it's not yet Uhuru in Uganda. These are revelations by World Bank reports. Weeks after President Museveni and Finance Minister, during the State of the Nation address, said the economy had leapfrogged to middle income status. So they're saying to us it's still low income. Jobs, opportunities at UCC, NMG, UAC, FHI, self-help. You know, there's several foundations there. Besije sent back to prison. Schools now struggling to feed learners. We took this story yesterday on the front pages as well. Human rights. Museveni promises to check torture, violence. And the final story, the stars representing Uganda to the wide world. And I can see a warrior from, what's Wakanda? Yeah, a warrior from Wakanda. That's a photograph there. I'm guessing she's Ugandese. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure where she's from, but
I never, this is actually very interesting, that there's a word like Ugandese. I would have said Ugandanian. I mean, I wouldn't have.
Of course you wouldn't have.
But I've never really thought about, what the people of Uganda are called.
Ugandan can actually work as well. Ugandan, Ugandese.
Ugandanian? No.